What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Newberg and Hannah show on the Newberg Pod. Today, we're going to do our best. I don't really have that much of a voice, and I can talk about why. And Hannah is here, but you would never know it because Hannah never promotes the show in the 5 years we've been doing, in the 7 years
Oh
we've
gosh.
been doing the show. Never one time has she put it on her story. Has she told anyone who she knows? And I'm here to find out why. Why is it? No, you've never once done it. I would have known. Tell me why. Why are you
Okay,
embarrassed of us?
I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. It's more so that I obviously talk about my life, and sometimes maybe I think I overshare, which is like that's who I am. I'm an open book. But then I'm like, well, what if certain people watch it, and then what if they get mad?
Yeah, but that's what all podcasts are.
Yeah,
They're all people sharing their life,
I
and that's
know.
like. And then you said, and I quote you
Look,
from two
and
weeks ago.
yeah, I know, but I was very much so still like in a place where I was caring about things, and I think right now I'm a little less caring
So,
about people's
so
opinions.
will there be a promotion
Yeah,
today?
yeah,
Promise.
I promise.
I mean, I've offered to pay you to promote. I've it's like I've stood up and down. I've offered to get you hair, and it's like you're still like yeah, and then you don't. You just live in your car, and you just like and you
Don't.
don't promote, and it's like it's crazy to me. Yesterday I enjoyed. I woke up at like 6 o'clock this morning, and I was like, oh, Hannah's got a story. It was you undressing in front of the camera, talking about how drunk you were, and everyone should fuck off. I was like, oh,
I
someone's been drinking.
I was not talking about how drunk I was. I was talking about how
No,
no, I was
you
talking about.
you had cocktails,
Of
admittedly.
course, of course. Yes, I was. But at that time that I recorded that, it was last night at like 2 a.m. Wasn't drunk anymore at that point. But I had just gotten home from the bars, and I had Ubered home because I left my car at my friend's house. And I literally, like, I don't understand. Ubers always have a window down as if I'm not freezing in the back seat. I know it's been fucking hot the last few days. It's been like 90 plus degrees in LA. And last night wasn't that cold. It was 70 something, but in the bar they had the AC blasting, and is in a skimpy outfit, and I'm like literally in the back seat. Like, someone gave me like a blanket last night at the bar because I was so cold. I was in the back seat of this Uber. I'm just like shivering, and I'm like, does this man not notice me? Like, literally dying back here. He's just got the window blasting on me, and I'm like, please. Every time you get into an Uber, there's always a window open.
Have you ever thought of saying, "Could you close your window, please"? Did you think about that?
I don't really like to talk to the people who are driving
You
me.
can't have both. Like their Uber driver's not going to get in the car and be like, "I bet she wants the window closed." They'll never think that. They'll be like, "Hey, you know what? I'm hot. I've been in this car all day. My back is sweaty. I'm putting the window down." They're not going to guess that you need to have the window up. Do you? So are you one of those people? You said, "Oh, I was in a skimpy outfit." Are you at the age still where, like, if it's cold out, you'll wear like nothing in line just so you can be like not have to do with coat check, or will you cover
No,
up?
no, I definitely like dress to the weather, but when it's Halloween, and I was honestly gonna wear a completely different outfit than what I was wearing last night, and then my girlfriend wanted to be SpongeBob, and she walks in the door last night. We were at a friend's house. She walks in the door and she was like, "You're changing, like you're being you're being Patrick, and I'm being SpongeBob," and I was like, "Okay,
Okay, all
I
right.
will do this. I'll do this for you."
So it doesn't it. Whoa, that was a moth. Have I ever done my impression of you of what moths do when you open the closet?
Moths
Yeah, what
in the
moths
closet.
probably say. Yeah, like if you ever open the closet and a moth flies out, you ever
Why do you
heard
have a
what they?
moth in the closet?
No, I mean I have in the history of my life. I've seen a moth. I mean,
Okay.
it's like I think one just flew by. I don't know what the hell that was, but this is my impression of what moths probably say when they fly out of the closet. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I really didn't mean to do that. I gotta go. I'm sorry. That's what I
Yeah.
think they do.
I would definitely assume that that's what they're thinking.
So Halloween, like, do you agree that Halloween in Los Angeles goes on for 2 months?
Way too long. I mean, I'm when I went to college, like we would have Halloween weekend where it was like, Friday, depending on what day Halloween would land, but it would definitely be like at least 3 days of Halloween, maybe like a week. Like it was definitely like a whole event at my college. But in LA, it is like it starts like October 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Costumes, costumes, costumes. And I'm like, like I've got 3 days of costumes in me. I'm not doing a whole week anymore, and I'm not doing a whole 2 weeks. I'm not doing a whole 3 weeks. It
But you
goes
did.
on.
But you did yesterday.
Well, yeah, because it's,
Was that day
day
one?
that's day one, today's day two, and then the Halloween, final day. I'm not, God forbid, I'm not dressing up after Halloween.
Where's your Halloween party that you're going to this year?
Tonight I'm going to someone's party. I don't know where it's at. I'm going with one of my girlfriends. This guy, it's funny because the guy who's throwing it was at the bar last night, and he was like, "Hi, like I'm so and so," and I was like, "I've literally met you so many times," and he was like, "Sorry," like I think he was like not offended, but he was like taken aback that I wasn't like, "Oh my god, like my name's Hannah," because I think he thinks he's like really cool, and yeah, it was just like, I know you, and you've never remembered me once in the last 2 years that I've met you. Anyways, besides the point. Going to that, whoever this guy's party tonight, and then tomorrow, I think we're going to No Vacancy.
Is that a bar?
Yeah,
No vacancy. Is that in the Hollywood or is it downtown?
it's in Hollywood.
No vacancy. Where is that?
It's right by Dirty Laundry or Black Rabbit Rose.
Okay, I know where it is. Black
Yeah,
Rabbit Rose is pretty dope, or it used to be super dope. Fred
used to be
Durst
really cool.
used,
I used to go there all the time, and now
yeah,
it's yeah.
Fred Durst used to be there like all the time. They'd have jazz nights. It was
So
cool.
yeah, speaking of Black Rabbit Rose, this when I first lived here and when I was in my cult at the time, this girl that I was friends with from said cult, she was friends with this guy who was like the manager at Black Rabbit Rose. So we used to go in all the time, and he would like get us a table, get us drinks, whatever. And there's one day we're sitting at a table with him, and he was like, "I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. Like, do you girls want to go?" And we were like, "Okay." And he got us like plane tickets the next day, and we just like flew to Vegas for 3 days and stayed
Sure.
in a really nice hotel and just hung out by the pool for 3 days straight, and then flew back.
Nice. That sounds exactly how it happens to guys all the time. We'll just be hanging out, and somebody will be like, "Do you want a free trip to Vegas? No problem." And we're always like, "Yeah, absolutely, buddy." Totally happens.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that? Okay, let me. This is unrelated, but
Hmm.
do you have neighbors in your apartment? Like,
Yeah.
do you know them? They bug you? You like them?
I mean, I don't. There's one guy that I see that I'll talk to, but I don't really talk to anybody in my building.
Okay. So there's the people who live here,
Hmm.
and they're these.
The spiritual ones.
Yeah, yeah, the crazy Buddhists, and
Yeah.
I'm positive that they've cursed our bedroom because
Why?
all the time, like all the time, anytime I sleep in there, like when it's in the summer, I sleep on the couch mostly because it's near the air conditioning.
Hmm.
And I'm like, if I were the Uber driver, I'd have the window down and the air on. And
Yeah.
so, but whenever I sleep in the bedroom, I always have a nightmare. And every day Michelle wakes up with nightmares. And I'm
Hmm.
positive that they're doing creepy chants to give us nightmares, like constantly give us nightmares. And did I tell you the car wash story? I didn't.
No.
So they're like these people are so bananas, like they're so crazy. So there
Hmm.
used to be a guy who lived above them, but they made him move out because they were just constantly complaining about how loud he was. He wouldn't even be in town. He wouldn't even be in town, and they would call and complain that the TV was too loud. And he's like, I'm not even home. I'm not
Yeah.
in town. And they would still call him constantly. Eventually, he was like, fuck this, I'm out. So
Yeah.
now they start doing that to us. So I get a text message the other day at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, your TV's really loud. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, you know what? It probably is because I'm old. And like the older
Yeah.
you get, the louder the TV gets. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, I'll turn it down. And that's all I said. And the next day I was really polite. I apologized. I said, I'm really sorry. I didn't, I'm like, anytime it's too loud, just let me know. Let me
Yeah.
know. I got no problem with that whatsoever. So then uh, she starts texting me, I know you hit my car. And I'm
Oh.
like, what are you talking about? She's like, I know you hit my car. I'm like, when did I do that? And she's like, last night or this morning. I'm like, well, I haven't been in my car. She's like, well, then why is it washed? I'm like, what? My car is, what does that have to do? Like, if I damage it, I wash it, it goes away. This conversation went on for like 5 minutes. And I was like, what are you accusing him? I'm like, I haven't driven my car. There's no dents on my car. Show me the dent on your car. And she wouldn't. And I'm like, okay, what do you want from me? And she's like, I'm just going to let this go as long as you admit that you did it. I'm like, I'm not admitting anything.
Yeah.
It's like, what a crazy fucking person with the car wash. And I'm just like, why do some people just suck? They
Yeah.
just suck. And it's crazy. Do you ever get nightmares?
I've been having like really weird nightmares about people T-boning my car.
Yikes.
Like constantly. I keep having like this recurring dream about how scared I am to go through like a traffic light intersection because like cars keep swerving to like trying to hit me and T-bone me. And then I also had some weird dream last night that I was like, I don't remember the details per se, but I was like crawling through a jungle and then there was like all these spiders everywhere and I was like freaking out and I just and then the other week I had a dream that someone was trying to murder me and it was like a I was like in a simulation and
Right?
they found out that like I guess like the son who we were like living on a ranch, right? And
Right.
I guess there was like this guy who was the son of the people who owned this ranch, and he was really into me. But I guess I liked somebody else who was living at the at the ranch with us,
On
and they
brand.
found out that I wasn't into the son, and then they were like, okay, like you are being like you're being killed, like you're being murdered, and um then they were gonna like put me in this like headset to then like take me out of the simulation and then I realized like, oh wait, like they're gonna like wake me up back into real life. And then I was like, wait, like I swear I'll take the sign if I get to live in this simulation longer. And it was like really weird. I don't know. I have weird dreams about people trying to murder me.
All right. Well, let me just, I typed into ChatGPT real quick. Dream that you're crawling through a jungle and spiders are crawling on me, meaning. The dream image, crawling through a jungle while spiders crawl on you, usually symbolizes feeling trapped, overwhelmed, or invaded by anxieties. Is that
Hmm.
is that is that chainsaw? Like, can you hear it?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. It's
Do you
fine
think it?
though.
Okay. Um, let's see. Trapped, overwhelmed, or invaded by anxieties that are creeping into your personal space. Here's a breakdown of the key elements. Jungle represents confusion, chaos, or being deep inside a complex emotional situation, somewhere you can't easily see the path out. Hmm. 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 That's
I know
interesting.
nothing about that.
Okay. Crawling suggests vulnerability, struggle, or slow progress. You're moving forward, but cautiously or with much effort.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
weird.
Yep.
Spiders often symbolize fear, manipulation, or entanglement, but also creativity. Since spiders spin webs when they're crawling on you, it can mean feeling covered or consumed by worry, guilt, or unwanted attention from the wrong individual. Huh. Huh. That's weird. So, overall, that dream could reflect a current phase in which you feel surrounded by pressure or complexity, possibly from people who aren't paying enough attention to you, projects, or emotions that are sticking too close for comfort. If you weren't scared but just aware of the spiders, it might instead point to facing fears or reclaiming control over something that used to scare you. Huh. That's weird. It's very weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
that tracks.
Yep. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your other dream? That
Um,
hold
that I
on.
was in
Tell me.
the people trying to T-bone me or the one where I was in a simulation.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Constant fear that someone is trying to T-bone me at an intersection when I'm driving through it. Let's see. Dream meaning. That kind of recurring fear, someone T-boning you at an intersection, is a really common control dream. Here's what the main elements often point to. Intersections represent decision points, choices, transitions, or crossroad moments. You may feel you're doing the right thing, driving straight through, but you're anxious about forces you can't see that might derail you. T-bone collision symbolizes being blindsided emotionally, financially, professionally. It's the mind's way of dramatizing what if I get hit by something I didn't see coming? The constant fear, not just one dream, suggests you are in a heightened alert state in waking life, hypervigilant about safety loss or loss of control. If this isn't about actual driving phobia, it's probably your brain externalizing deeper worry like, I'm doing my part, but something is out of my control, keeps messing things up. You might be paying attention to what crossroads you're at right now: career, health, relationships, or whether someone feels out of your hands. Would you say the fear hits mostly when you're actually driving, or does it show up more in dreams or daydreams?
Like, I mean, dreams, but I do have bad anxiety sometimes when I drive.
Okay. And what was the
But
last one?
it's always in dreams. I'm always having dreams about people trying to crash into me. The last one was that I was in a simulation,
Okay.
and the people who owned this ranch were trying to kill me because I didn't like their son.
Okay. Let's check this one out. Um, Analyze the dream of being in a simulation where I'm living on a ranch and the people who owned the ranch kept wanting to kill me because I was not romantically interested in their son. Let's see what this says. Okay. That's a vivid one and it's layered. Dreams like that usually blend themselves themes of control, rejection, and self protection, but mostly rejection. Here's the breakdown: the simulation, when you realize the dream that you're in a simulation, it often reflects a sense of something. Waking life feels artificial, manipulated, or out of your control, like you're being made to play along with a system or situation that doesn't feel authentic to you. It's your subconscious calling out the inauthenticity or pressure to perform. A ranch setting ties to ideas of work, independence, and land based stability. It can represent grounded traditional environment or lifestyle built on routine and labor. If you're living if you're living there but it's not yours, that suggests you're in someone else's territory or expectations following their rules and values, not your own. The family who owns the ranch symbolizes authority, tradition, or external social structure. They who dictate what's acceptable. The fact that they want you to conform romantically mirrors feelings that others are trying to control who you are, what you want, or how you should connect. Huh. The romantic rejection and threat, their desire to kill you for not reciprocating love, represents the emotional violence or danger associate with saying no. Maybe fear of disappointing others, being punished for boundaries, or being rejected for being true to yourself. It's not literally about romance, it's about the danger of non-compliance in an environment that demands submission or approval. Huh. Wow, ChatGPT is killing it.
Well,
ChatGPT is killing it.
it's not wrong.
No, it's not. It's so I had this happen to me the other day. It was uh it was 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. I got up to use the restroom and Michelle was awake. So I stopped in her room and
Hmm.
she goes, "Hey, come here." And I stopped in her room, I stopped in our room. And it's basically, yeah, whatever. So I go in the room and she's like, "Lay down next to me." And I'm like, "Okay." So I lay down and we start talking and she's like, "I'm so pissed off at you right now." And I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, she's like, "You were fucking someone else in my dream." And I was like, I was I and she's like, it's fucking, it was vivid. And I was like, I'm gonna go. Like I didn't do this. I wasn't, but she's like the type of person, and that's one of the funniest quirks she has. She'll have such a vivid dream
Yeah.
that she'll be mad at me in real life for something that happened in her dream.
Yeah.
And I find that to be hilarious.
I feel like that's a common thing though. Girls will like get mad about that.
I guess. Let's ask Chat GPT some more questions. Um, okay. Let's see. I'll go first. I'll ask it one, and then you think of a question to ask it. Okay.
Okay.
Help me out with this one. Period. This is not a dream. Period. Just a situation. Period. I've been doing a podcast with this girl for 4 years, and she always talks about her personal life constantly. It's like she's in therapy. She's very open about it, and her stories are entertaining and unique and strange. But she'll never promote the podcast to her 12,000 followers, which would definitely improve the listening audience of the show because all of the people like her and want to hear what she has to say. Why don't you think she promotes the show? All right, let's see what ChatGPT has to say about that. Let's see. Boom. That's a really smart and fair question, and you're right to notice the contradiction. If she's open and engaging on the mic, but won't share the show, there's something psychological at play. Here's the most likely possibilities. She likes performing vulnerability, not marketing it. There's a big difference between being open in a controlled environment, recording with you where it feels intimate and safe, and announcing that vulnerability publicly. When she posts to 12,000 followers, she loses control of context. Audience might include coworkers, exes, family, people she's currently dating, people she wants to impress. Promoting the show forces her to merge those two worlds, and that can feel exposing even for someone who sounds fearless. Wait, there's one more. She
Okay.
enjoys the dynamic as it is and doesn't want it to change. If the podcast grew and got more listeners, the chemistry, tone, and control could shift. She might subconsciously project what you two have, a safe, authentic space where she's known but not famous. Some people would prefer being good rather than big. Is that true, Hannah? I'll just give you the bullet points of the other one. She wants the benefit of the outlet, but not the responsibility of growth. She's afraid people will judge her through the podcast. There's an ego layer. She may not want to be seen as a co host. Oh my God. Any of that true?
I mean, I think it is true in the way where obviously people can listen to my stories and I know what they mean, but people don't know necessarily specific timelines or context or whatever, and they might form their own opinions, which is what I can't control that. I can't control that.
Which is why you're
Yeah.
going to promote the show today.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. You're going to, oh my God, you're not going to promote the show. You can just tell in your voice.
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. All right. Do you have a question for ChatGPT?
Um,
This is a new fun segment, by the way. We're doing this all the time from now on.
okay, let's see. Um, why are some people afraid to have conversations they say they want to have with you?
Also, not a dream, a relationship question. Why are people afraid to have conversations they say they want to say with you? Wait, why are people afraid to have conversations that they say they want to have with you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. ChatGPT is being therapist. That's a deep one, and you're asking the right way. It has one, two, three, four bullet points. No, it has five. Oh my gosh, it keeps going.
Wow.
All right, here we go. They want the credit for courage and not the cost of it. Saying we need to talk and I want to be honest feels bold. It signals self awareness. But when the moment comes, fear and conflict, rejection, or emotional exposure hit. Talking about the talk scratches the itch for authenticity without having to live it. Huh, does that sound on brand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just a
Uh,
little bit.
Real conversations can change things, and change is unpredictable. Once you say what you actually feel, you can control how the other person reacts. Many people would rather live with the discomfort than face uncertainty. They want resolution but fear accountability. The truth can require follow up, apologizing. Oh, this is a good one. I'm going to read this one again. The truth can require follow up, apologizing, changing, compromising. It's easier to fantasize about clearing the air than to actually confront your own part in the tension. It's easier to fantasize about clearing the air and actually confront your own part in the tension. They
Mm.
don't know how to say it right. People rehearse these conversations. That's bullshit. I don't even care about that one. The emotional math doesn't add up. If someone's, here's a good one. The emotional math doesn't add up. If someone's torn between I want to tell the truth and I want to keep this relationship safe, fear usually wins. They tell themselves silence is kindness when it's really avoidance. It's abusive and unnecessary. Wow.
Read it again. Read it again.
If someone's torn between I want to tell the truth and I want to keep this relationship safe, fear usually wins. They tell themselves silence is kindness when it's really avoidance and abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. That's bananas.
Yeah.
This is a much better way to deal with your conversations and your stories. I like this way better. You come in with a couple of questions, we get a neutral third party to add, to just say stuff, and then bammo. Um, Bammo, bammo. All right, let's see. So,
Do you think AI is going to get to the point where it's like so integrated into our daily lives?
to some extent, I think it'll be. I mean, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of super positive uses. For
Yeah.
creative, it's like it can definitely help with structure in
Yeah.
certain things, but as far as it just can't, like, I don't know, like you talk about Tilly Norwood or the fake actress, or you look at
Yeah.
some of these AI models. There's no soul.
Yeah.
There's no like like you have a million attractive friends, you know, a million attractive people. Los Angeles is full of attractive people. What
Yeah.
makes them attractive is not physical appearance, because there's so
Yeah.
many people who are physically attractive. It's just boring after 5 minutes. It's
Yeah.
the quirks, you know. You doing a podcast in a car is a quirk. You know what I mean? The fact that your dog is running around in the back is a quirk. The fact that you've got friends who show up and say, "Hi, you're going to be SpongeBob tonight," or whatever. It's like the unique qualities. And when you look at these avatars and these different things, it's like these are some of the most perfect looking human beings that aren't
Yeah.
human, but there's no soul. There's no. I don't want to
Yeah.
watch. I don't want to watch two people with no soul. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think with that, that's part of it. But I definitely think that, and also AI is, it's like the kind of thing where you could ask AI a question and it'll give you an answer. And if you don't like the answer, you can shoot back with, well, don't you think it also means, and then they'll completely change what
Yeah,
it
they
is they
it's
say.
I do feel like sometimes ChatGPT is like biased and I have to like tell it like no, like can you look at this in a way where you are unbiased to what you already know about me?
Yeah, 100%. And it's difficult because it's like there's so many. I think what's going to become more common. Did you see the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix?
I actually never saw that movie.
Okay, well, it's a guy who ends up having a relationship with an
Yeah.
AI personality,
Yeah.
and she ends up breaking up with him and going out with someone else. Um, Spoiler alert. But the thing is, it's like I think that's going to be very common.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I think you like there's the reason the sex trade and the reason sex workers thrive, and the reason so many. I mean, I have a friend who lives in LA who's a lesbian, and she flies to Seattle once a month to fuck some rich married guy. She's like, this is the most disgusting thing in the world, but I get paid 15 grand. And I'm like,
15?
yeah. And I'm just like, I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, it makes total sense. But she's preying
15
on,
grand?
yeah, she's preying on loneliness. And I think that a lot of times in situations, since a lot of loneliness can be solved by ejaculation, the more creative and the more elaborate the, I guess, ejaculate influences, or sex dolls are like visual images, and then all of a sudden saying what you want them to say. It's like it's
Yeah.
basically it's feeding a hunger of loneliness. And there's just so much loneliness in the city, and in most cities,
Yeah.
there's so much loneliness. People get so over, like, I think people get so overwhelmed with like visual things that like so many
Yeah.
people are disappointed in what life is supposed to be, that they
Yeah.
figure, why not? They want some sort of risk, some sort of satisfaction, and they can get it being safe. Like, I think. I mean, that's just. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it's I guess in a way they can control what they want out of it if they can control an AI
If you have like,
girlfriend.
if you have an AI girlfriend and you're like, I want my AI girlfriend to pop on every. I wake up every morning at 8 o'clock. Pardon the graphic nature of this, but if I wake up every morning at 8 a.m. with a boner, I want you to pop on my phone at 8:01, and I want you to help me take care of it by saying the following types of things. It's like, why? And if you could program that and it's hurting no one, I don't see why you don't.
Yeah.
But in the same sort of sense, the way women like to jabber, according to a 30 Rock episode, and women like to be listened to. What if there's an AI
Yeah.
person that you could program to? It's the same thing as Chat GPT, but it's like some skater fuckboy that you like, some type physically. No disrespect, that's how you describe them. Some skater boy looking guy with giant shorts, and like whoever you're attracted to, who's going to listen to you talk and who's going to say things back to you. Why wouldn't you be interested in that?
I don't know. I like people.
Sure, but when you're alone and you're sad and you've absolutely talked the shit out of your friends, you're gonna want to
Yeah,
like.
I definitely have gotten to a point with a lot of my friends where I feel like I cannot continue to tell them certain things.
I get it. That's why I think I made the cut. I think that's why you call me on occasion now. I think because all of your friends are tired. They're like, "Who will be awake?" Well, it is 4 p.m. Chris will. Um, all right, so let's do this before we get out of here. Let's do rapid fire interest on these trending topics. You tell me if you have anything to say. We'll do the first 10 and we'll just go rapid fire. Do you
Hmm.
care? Do you care that Joe Rogan is now? Do you care about Joe Rogan at all?
Not really, no.
Okay. Erica Kirk, the Turning
Wait,
Point
but what were you
lady.
gonna what were you gonna say about Joe Rogan?
He's now apologizing for his support of Trump and saying that he
Really
was incorrect, according to this trending topic.
interesting.
He's saying that he was incorrect. He made some bad decisions, but without a question, he absolutely helped influence the election. He's one of the largest platforms in the country.
Yeah.
So now he's like, whoops. Erica Kirk said that she didn't sleep in her bedroom for a month after her husband was shot. Does that interest you? That's the Turning Point lady's wife.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's been a month already.
I think so.
Wow.
Maybe she said weeks, but it's been a long time. It's not a long
Yeah.
time, but a long time in social media land. Um,
Yeah, wow.
I get it. I get it. That would be really hard.
Yeah, that would be yeah. Yeah.
Gay Halloween. Excited for it? Don't care.
Wait, what is gay Halloween versus regular Halloween?
Gay Halloween. Let's see. I'll tell you what it is. Uh, okay, so it's a joke format. It's like, I hate gay. It begins with, I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you won't help me come up with a hilariously esoteric gay reference for my straight guy trying to win gay Halloween costume?
Huh?
I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're going as a gay Halloween thread? It's just a joke thread of I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean? And then you do the joke.
I don't get it.
Okay. Well, then again, we move on. 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 Okay,
Okay.
hold on. There's a couple more. We're killing it today. I'm really excited about the Chat GPT thing. It's made our podcast, and we had 240 extra listeners this week, and I have no
Yeah.
idea why. I have no clue where they came from,
Don't
but
know.
it's cool.
On which platform though, or just total?
On audio. We're up to 246 listen or followers on YouTube, which is, I mean,
Yeah.
it's slow, but it would be up so much more if you told people.
I do tell people. I know.
Just you're with them, just grab their phone and say follow us on YouTube. Eventually they'll listen. I'm serious. All right, three more. Selling Sunset. Do you like the show?
I do watch the show.
I posted a picture of the two Oppenheimers and two of the girls yesterday.
I saw on your Facebook,
Yeah, and I just said the ingredients in a hot dog,
but
and
I think it was only one of the brothers. It wasn't both of them.
didn't matter. And everyone immediately was like lips and assholes. And I thought it was funny because that's what it is
Um,
in hot dogs. No,
Um, um, what?
no.
Lips and assholes?
Everyone talks about that's what makes up hot dogs, lips and assholes, and that's why I posted the
Mm.
picture.
Right.
Love is Blind. Do you watch it?
I haven't watched like the last few seasons, but yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Canva now is doing AI. Is that interesting to you?
No.
All right. Well, that's good. All right.
Wait, do you
Well,
watch Love is Blind?
no. Is that the one? Like, that's the only one I haven't gotten into. I like all those ones that are like perfect match, and
Mm.
like got like stuff like that. I think those are fun.
Yeah. Wait, I thought you wanted to talk about Lily Allen's album as
Oh,
well.
I've heard it's fucking banging. Have you heard it?
I've just heard bits and pieces of it, but people are just like, wow, like she's ripping her marriage to threat.
Yeah, he cheated on her,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's the big famous. That guy's a huge actor.
Yeah, he's the one in Stranger Things.
Yeah, and he's also like an Avenger or one of those things, or he's a superhero or something. But that poor woman hasn't. She's had like 5 miscarriages or something.
Oh, I don't
Like
know about that.
she's had a few. It's horrible, and she's so she's adorbs. Not, I don't know. There's it's just I feel that's such a unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, her. I mean that's a girl with probably a lot of darkness, a lot of grit. If you've gone through that much hell and then your husband cheats on you, and it's just like her first big song was "Fuck You," so it's like plus
Yeah.
her dad's a famous comedian, so
Yeah. Her brother's an actor too.
there you go. Halloween, Stranger Things 5, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, did we talk about her?
No, we didn't talk about that yet.
Okay, so Billie Eilish was talking to a room full of billionaires, and she's like, "Billionaires? Why are you billionaires?" She's like, "Seriously, give some of your money away." And then she just dunked on him and donated
Yeah.
11.5
I saw
billion
that
of her
this
money.
morning.
I mean, she's talking the talk, she's walking the walk. I think that's
Yeah.
pretty damn impressive. Also, she must have a lot of money if she gave away that much.
I mean, yeah, she's got a lot of money. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm sure she's got tons from touring and everything else. Yeah, I'm sure that
But
was
it genuinely does mind boggle me because, like, what? Like, the richest person in the world has how much billions of dollars? If they were to give 1 million away to everybody in the world, he would still have over $1 billion.
if a billionaire gave 1 million to every person in the world, they'd still have $1 billion.
Yeah,
I don't think that math is.
I think it does.
How much is
Because
it? Is it?
one billion is like 1,000 million, no?
I think. Let's find out because I'm killing it at math. How many millions are in a billion?
Yeah.
1,000 million in one
Right.
billion.
And look up how much the richest guy on earth has. How many billions of dollars does he have?
I think that there's someone who's a trillionaire, I believe. But my point is, if a billionaire gave everyone on the planet a
Mhm.
million dollars,
Mhm.
that's only 1,000 people, buddy. That wouldn't even cover Glendale.
But I'm saying, but listen, I don't even cover Glendale. That's funny. Um, if the richest person on earth though has like $500 billion, that's a lot of money.
I think that's 5,000 people. I
No,
think now we're
no,
covering parts of Burbank.
$500 billion.
Yeah, so 1,000 million and a billion, so it'd be 1,000 times 500, so 50,000. It's 50,000 people. I,
Regardless, they
I
could they
get what
could
you're
give
saying.
away the majority of their money, or they could give everybody in the world something to actually for everyone to live comfortably, and they would still be a fucking billionaire.
They would still be doing quite well. I agree.
Yeah, like what? I don't get it.
All
Shit
right.
don't make no sense.
All right. Well, we did great work today. Do the thing.
All right, you guys. Listen to this wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, wherever it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the show, and let us know what you want us to talk about.
Follow the show. Follow Newberg at Newberg Pod on YouTube. Follow Little Hannah Sucks on Instagram and the Chris Army on Instagram. And thank you for listening. And yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.